Welcome back to episode 2 of the series of passing 100K funded account. Currently it's 10:30 in the morning as of right now. I'm on the way to my dentist appointment. I got to get a crown filled for my tooth, my right tooth on the right side. I got to get that filled, get that procedure done. Probably take about an hour max. But after that, I'm gonna go back home and then I'm gonna show y'all, what's been going on as far as this week. How the account looking. It's crazy things happen. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna spoil too much. You gotta watch the video, to see what happened. But crazy things happen, man. I'm gonna explain it all as soon as I get back to the crib, to the setup. I'll break down the trades I took, everything, and then we'll go from there, man. So if you like this video, make sure y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe. And if you haven't seen episode 1 of the series, make sure y'all go do that before y'all watch this episode. And if you don't know who I am, they call me 100KJ. I'm a Forex trader. Been trading for 3+ years. So, man, let's get straight to it. People. Okay, we currently just made it back to the crib. Teeth is good. Got my temporary crowns in. I gotta go back in like 2-3 weeks to get my permanents in. But we're back at the setup, man. So now I can tell y'all what's really going on. What's been happening. Episode 2 of the series, man. But so hold on, just wait. So the first order of news that I want to tell y'all before we get into this video is I blew the account. Wait, before you say anything, hold on. Before you say anything, just wait. There's a reason why I blew the account, okay? So let me explain. So after that trade that I took, or the 2 trades that I took, I was down. I was down 2K on the 100K account, and that's where we left off at. So after that, I probably say, that Sunday, Monday, and into Tuesday, took a series of 3-4 trades, right? So one trade I took, beautiful setup, just happened to be a loss, right? You can't win them all. Just on a little losing streak. So I lost about 1,200 on that first trade. And then the next day, took another trade. Lost about 1,000 on that one. So mind you, right now, since I lost 2,000 on the first 2 trades, and then the next week I lost 2 more thousand, that's 4,000 already. And if you add in the fees, that's like $300-400. So it's about 4.5K. And the max drawdown is 7K, right? Which is how I failed the account. How I blew it. Hit the max drawdown total on the account, which is 7K. So down 4.5. So I wait till the next day. Then I take another 1K trade. But in this trade, it was moving so fast and the spread got so wide that it slipped me for an extra $1,500. So really I lost like 2.5. So boom. That's max right there. So the account was blown, right? So I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh well, you know, as a trader, you have to mentally, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can't take it any kind of way. You can't have emotions while you're trading. You know, even experienced traders take losses, take big losses, but they just know that when they win, it's always bigger than their losses. They can cover 2, 3, 4 losses in one win. So with that being said, copped another 100K account, and we're starting over. Yes, this is day 2, but we're starting over. Okay, and the first challenge, this account that I have now is a little bit different. I didn't buy the same account, but this one is a little bit different as far as the rules. So on the first one, it was one phase, fast track, one phase. I had to make $14,000 on the one phase. Max daily drawdown was 4K, and the max drawdown in total was 7K. On this account, I have 2 phases. This is a 100K account as well, but I have 2 phases. The first phase, I have to make 10K, and then on the second phase, I have to make 8K. So $10,000 and then $8,000 with a 45% consistency rule. So with that being said, started on it yesterday, London session time, and let's just say turned out pretty well. Doing good so far. So let's hop straight into the chart so I can show y'all, what's been going on. We're gonna pass this account, all right? So don't worry about that. But let's get straight into it. So if you look, as you can see right here, currently my balance is $105,293. So I'm positive $5,293 currently. That's how much I'm up on the account right now. This is the trade right here where I made $6,200 on this trade right here, just off of this move. So let's talk about it. Well, before I talk about this, I'm gonna show y'all the losses. So I took 2 trades in total, correct? The first trade was France 40 right here. It was a London session pair. Took that trade, lost $864. No, it wasn't that bad. I risked 1,000, seen it was reversing on me, and then I closed it out early. So we can talk about that first. Let's talk about that. France 40 right here. So this was the setup that I was looking at when I took this trade. So boom, right around London session time, as you can see right off the bat, we're in an uptrend, nice uptrend in the market as far as France 40 goes. We had an area interest right here. You see we got rejections right along this area. I'll go ahead and just give you a visual of what I was looking at, and then boom. So soon as price broke above this structure point, y'all know how my strategy is: a break and retest of an area of interest with a bullish engulfing or bearish engulfing candlestick as my entry signal. Has to be with the trend, and it has to be so it has to be with the trend. So soon as price broke, I was like, okay, so I'm waiting for a retest back into the zone, and then I need to see another rejection off of that zone along with my entry signal in order for me to take this trade. So as soon as it came down, had a little liquidity sweep right here, broke below that zone, had a little liquidity sweep. So that's another confluence that gives me the edge, to take this trade. And then I entered on this bullish engulfing candlestick right here. Entered about right there. And then yeah, it started going up. Got to about, what is that? About a 0.5 in profit. I targeted about these highs up here. About a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. That's my minimum. A 1-to-3 is my minimum risk to reward ratio of a trade. If it's anything less than that, probably won't take it. That's just my strategy. And then I marked out these zones right here too. That's what these white lines are for. So I marked those out. You see the EMA is way down here, which also gives me another confluence that this trade is going to go up because it's in a bullish market. Price is above EMA at this point. I think at the time of this trade, the EMA was probably about like right here, something like that. But had this big drop off, in which stopped me out. So the EMA came down a little bit just to even out the average, because this is a bit of a lagging indicator. And if you don't know what a lagging indicator is, it basically shows the indicator after price has made its move, not before or during. But it does play off of the EMA, which is why it's a good indicator I use. If you didn't watch the last video, I'll go ahead and tell you what it is again. I use the SMMA 50 close, or I call it the EMA SMA. It's all the same thing. But yeah, I took this trade, risked about 1%, and then it started going up. It was looking beautiful, and then it just completely melted. Came back, tested this EMA, tested this structure point down here, and then rejected off of that and went up, touched this structure point right here, and rejected off of that as well. So you can't win them all. As long as this it's a good setup, I take this setup every chance I get. And this setup is what won me this 6.2k trade right here. So we can go ahead and go into GBP JPY and talk about that. See what my thought process was behind GBP JPY. This is also a London session pair, but this trade went absolutely stupid. I mean, like, zero drawdown, no drawdown, just straight profit, straight momentum, bearish momentum. I was like, wow. But what I seen as far as this was, see, we got a nice strong area of support right here, area of interest, pivot point, whatever you want to call it. Got rejections right here. I'll go ahead and mark it up for you. Got rejections along this area right here. Got rejections along this area right here. And kind of got rejections right here in this area of this zone. So when you mark up an area of interest, what you want to do is place it to where the most average of the rejections are being put at. So basically what I'm saying is, wherever you see the rejections at the most, like the zone, it has the most rejections, that's where you want to mark up your area of interest at. So I feel like I've gotten pretty good at marking up my areas of interest. As far as this right here, this is where the retest was. So as soon as we got a break right here below this area of interest, I was like, okay, most people, I trade breakouts as well, but I usually like to wait until I have a confirmation, which would be the retest of that area of interest. So we got that right here. We got a nice clean break, nice retest at this area of interest, and boom, bearish engulfing. So I took my entry right here, where this entry point is, right at this, swing low, and then boom, it just melted, just straight completely melted. I think I risked 2% on this trade right here just because I was so confident. The EMA is right here too. As you can see, it came up, retested the area of interest along with the EMA. The price is below EMA, so that's multiple confluences telling me that price is gonna go down. So yeah, I hopped into this trade right here, targeted this this previous area of interest right here. If you go over, I'll delete that because don't need that. But there's rejections right here. There's rejections right here. And there's rejections right here. So that would be a valid area of interest right here. Multiple rejections. An area of interest, you'd want to have at least 3 rejections off of a specific zone in order for it to be a valid, strong area of interest. At least 3 rejections. So yeah, I targeted this point down here, and it just straight completely melted through it. So this is the trade that won me 6.2K, and then I lost that $864, which puts me at a total of $5,293 in profit. Now this is a little bit above the 45% consistency rule. I should be at about 4,500 right now, so it's almost 5 p.m. probably about like 2 hours or an hour and a half or so. So I'm debating on whether I should hop into a trade and lose some money just so I could have my consistency rule, close to that 45%. I mean, it's not far from it right now with it being here, but I'm still debating on whether I should do that or not. But yeah, the challenge is going pretty good so far. Like I said, I failed the first account, but it's fine. It's okay. We're coming harder. I'm an experienced trader. I'm gonna do this for y'all. I'm gonna show y'all that y'all can do this as well. With the proper knowledge, I'm gonna teach y'all. I'm gonna show y'all what it takes, what y'all gotta do. But right here, this would be another example of my strategy too. If I wasn't already up for the day, I would probably enter into this as well. But this area of interest, a nice clean break, retest at this area of interest. See, we got the rejection right here. Put that right there. And then I'd put a short position, enter on that bearish engulfing. You always want to put your stops above the area of interest, just in case it comes back up and wants to retest. As soon as it's below that zone, it more than likely is going to reject from it. So strategically, you want to put your stops above that area of interest, and then you want to target the lows down here, because this broke structure, so now it's a bearish market. So I would definitely have taken this. This is beautiful setup right here. Trend continuation. Definitely target these lows for a 1 to 3, 1 to 4. Probably do 1 to 4. But that's, I might still enter this, if it doesn't play out before 6 o'clock. If it plays around a little bit, might get into this still. So just stay tuned for that. But yeah, man, looking pretty good so far. We had a little bit of setbacks, but we're always coming back and bounce back in the end, man. So I'm gonna call it for day 2 or episode 2 of the series of passing 100K funded account. If y'all like this video, make sure y'all leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace.
All of the bitches anxiety, cars robotic, we go retarded. Hop in the foreign, don't need the top. When I get home, I need the top. Louis Vuitton when I leave the house. She got an ass and I grease them out.